In the shifting sands of global politics, Europe's geopolitical landscape is undergoing a significant transformation. Welcome, friends, to an exploration of a fascinating shift in European politics. We're thrilled to have you here, and a special shout-out goes to our new member, Suriking 1350. Welcome aboard. Your support helps us delve into the intricate world of global policy. Today we're taking a closer look at the changing neutrality policies of three European countries, Sweden, Finland, and Austria. Once steadfast in their neutrality, Sweden and Finland have recently moved away from this stance. Meanwhile, Austria continues to uphold its commitment to neutrality, a policy that's been enshrined in its constitution since the mid-20th century. These changes aren't happening in a vacuum. They're a response to evolving geopolitical dynamics, and they're stirring up plenty of debate. As we delve into the details, we'll consider questions about defense cooperation, European Union membership, and public opinion. We'll also consider whether neutrality remains a viable strategy in a rapidly changing world. As we delve into these evolving dynamics, let's appreciate the complexity of these decisions and their far-reaching implications. So let's jump in and unravel the intriguing story of neutrality in these European nations. Sweden, once a beacon of neutrality, has veered from its traditional stance. This shift is a testament to the changing tides in the geopolitical landscape, a sign of the times that no nation can truly isolate itself from the flux of international politics. Sweden's neutrality policy, once a cornerstone of its foreign relations, was born out of pragmatism and a desire to avoid entanglement in the conflicts that ravaged Europe during the two world wars. But the world of the 21st century is a far cry from that era, and Sweden has found itself needing to adapt. In recent years, Sweden's foreign policy has become increasingly aligned with that of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, and the European Union. This alignment has been driven by a variety of factors. One of the most significant of these is the evolving security environment in Europe. As threats and tensions rise, Sweden has found it necessary to deepen its cooperation with other nations to ensure its own safety and stability. Another driving force behind Sweden's shift from neutrality is the country's deepening integration with the European Union. As a member of the EU, Sweden is part of a collective that emphasizes mutual assistance and solidarity in times of crisis, making it hard to maintain a stance of neutrality. Sweden's move away from neutrality hasn't been without controversy. There are those who argue that the country is sacrificing its principles for the sake of pragmatism. Others, however, contend that this shift is a necessary adaptation to a world where neutrality is becoming increasingly untenable. Sweden's shift underscores the pressures and challenges of maintaining neutrality in today's interconnected world. It's a reminder that as much as nations might wish to remain on the sidelines, the currents of global politics often have other plans. Like its Nordic neighbor, Finland too has strayed from its neutrality path. This change in stance hasn't been abrupt or whimsical. Rather, it reflects Finland's strategic response to the shifting geopolitical landscape in Europe and beyond. Finland, a nation known for its picturesque landscapes and love for saunas, has had a long-standing policy of neutrality. In the unpredictable world of international politics, Finland had chosen to maintain a non-aligned stance, a decision deeply rooted in its history and strategic location. But even the most steadfast of policies can find themselves challenged and changed. The reasons behind Finland's departure from neutrality are multifaceted and complex. A key driver has been the evolving geopolitical dynamics in Europe. The growing assertiveness of certain global powers, coupled with security concerns in the Baltic region, has prompted Finland to rethink its neutral stance. The country has recognized the need to bolster its defense capabilities and strengthen alliances. Finland's increased involvement with NATO and the EU is a testament to this shift. The nation has deepened its defense cooperation with NATO allies, participating in joint military exercises and contributing to peacekeeping missions. There's also been a gradual intensification of Finland's engagement with the EU. The country has been an active participant in the EU's Rapid Deployment Capacity Initiative, a move aimed at enhancing Europe's ability to respond swiftly and decisively to crises. In the realm of public opinion, the shift has been met with a mix of support and skepticism. Some Finns view the change as a necessary step towards securing their nation's future, while others worry about the potential risks and implications. But one thing is clear: the decision to abandon neutrality has not been taken lightly. The departure from neutrality is not just about Finland's security or defense strategy, It's also a reflection of the country's evolving identity on the international stage. Finland is asserting its role, not as a passive observer, but as a proactive player in shaping Europe's future. Finland's departure from neutrality mirrors the changing dynamics of European geopolitics. It's a move that underscores the complexities of neutrality in an interconnected world, and the challenges nations face in navigating these turbulent times. In contrast, Austria continues to uphold its neutrality, a policy deeply ingrained in its constitution since 1955. The nation's steadfast commitment to neutrality is a testament to its unique perspective on international relations. However, the tides of change are not easily resisted. As the geopolitical landscape shifts and evolves, Austria's neutrality faces growing scrutiny and challenges. Austria's path of neutrality was never meant to be a path of isolation. Indeed, the nation has forged deep defense cooperation with NATO allies and even participated in EU-led military actions. Yet these actions have sparked questions about the very essence of Austria's neutrality. Can a country be truly neutral while deeply entangled in international defense cooperation? This is a question not just for philosophers but also for legal experts. Austria's membership in the European Union has gradually eroded its neutral stance. Some legal minds suggest that a real-world crisis could compel Austria to deviate from its neutral stance, leading to an existential crisis for the country's foreign policy. However, the Austrian public remains largely supportive of their country's neutrality, seeing it as a cornerstone of their national identity. Yet there's a divide among experts and policymakers about the future direction of Austria's foreign policy. Some advocate for deeper integration with NATO, arguing that Austria's neutrality is incompatible with the increased military cooperation required in today's volatile world. Austria's participation in the EU's Rapid Deployment Capacity Initiative and military exercises with partner countries have further fueled this debate. The tension between European defense solidarity and Austrian neutrality is a complex issue that may be unresolvable in the long run. Austria's neutrality, while under scrutiny, remains a significant aspect of its identity and foreign policy. As the world changes and new challenges arise, Austria will have to navigate the delicate balance between upholding its traditions and adapting to a new era of global politics. While Sweden, Finland, and Austria all started from a place of neutrality, their paths have diverged significantly. The journey of each country has been shaped by unique circumstances, geopolitical shifts, and domestic pressures. Let's begin with Sweden. Long considered a poster child for neutrality, Sweden has gradually moved away from this stance. The country's shift has been influenced by a changing security environment in Europe, particularly the perceived threat from Russia. Today, Sweden maintains an enhanced partnership with NATO and has deepened its defense cooperation with neighboring countries, signaling a significant departure from its traditional neutral policy. Next, we have Finland. Like Sweden, Finland's departure from neutrality is rooted in the evolving security dynamics of the region. Finland has also engaged in closer cooperation with NATO, yet it has chosen a slightly different path by emphasizing a comprehensive security approach that combines military, societal, and economic aspects. Austria, on the other hand, continues to uphold its neutrality policy, a position that has been enshrined in its constitution since 1955. Despite this, Austria has also deepened defense cooperation with NATO allies and participated in EU-led military actions. While the Austrian public strongly supports neutrality, the country's membership in the EU and its participation in initiatives like the Rapid Deployment Capacity Initiative have raised questions about the compatibility of neutrality with increased military cooperation. So we see that while all three countries started from a similar position, their paths have diverged based on a mix of internal and external factors. The implications for European geopolitics are significant. These varying approaches to neutrality reflect the tensions between national sovereignty, regional security, and international alliances. In summary, neutrality is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's a fluid and complex policy that can adapt and evolve in response to changing circumstances. Sweden, Finland, and Austria provide a fascinating study in how neutrality can be interpreted and applied in different ways. These varying paths reflect the complexity and fluidity of neutrality in a changing geopolitical landscape. As we've seen, neutrality is not a static or uniform concept, but one that evolves in response to geopolitical shifts. Sweden and Finland have redefined their neutrality, engaging more actively with NATO, while Austria continues to honor its long-standing commitment to neutrality albeit with increasing complexity due to its EU membership and defense cooperation. This divergence underscores the fluidity of neutrality and raises questions about the compatibility of neutrality with evolving international security dynamics. As we navigate these complex waters, it's crucial to engage in thoughtful discussions and stay informed about these shifts in policy. We hope this analysis has sparked your interest and deepened your understanding of these issues. If you found this information valuable, we encourage you to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening discussions on global politics. Your engagement helps us continue our work and reach more people with these important discussions. Stay tuned for more enlightening discussions on global politics. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel. Thank you for watching.